What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. So I have a whole bunch of videos lined up for today, and I was incredibly happy to find out that Lucy actually had a comeback last week for a music video called Boogeyman. From the thumbnail and seeing some thumbnails from fellow reactors to this music video, I'm actually quite intrigued with this being a slightly more darker song, at least in its visual. So without further ado, I've really enjoyed everything that I've checked out by Lucy, even though it hasn't been that much, but it's always fun to dive into their visuals and kind of like metaphors and all that kind of stuff, whether it makes sense or whether I'm reaching too much. That's debatable, I guess, but I'm very excited to dive into this one. So without further ado, Boogeyman by Lucy. Let's go. Mystic story. Oh, yeah. Oh. Spooky. Oh. Whoa. That was cool. Nice production touch. Ooh. Oh, they're all controlled? Almost like marionettes. Damn, that is so cool. Drowned in work. Whoa. Ooh. This has got to be one of the more unique rock songs I've checked out. It has such a... There's a certain wackiness to the chorus. And like the first pre-chorus almost like reminded me of Muse for some reason. But like the chorus sounds like a fun Halloween, almost like, I don't know, a fun comedy Halloween horror anime kind of thing. Like it totally sounds like a bit of a anime intro, which I really, really like. But in the music video is so freaking creative with from the red rope to the red things that is like controlling them like marionettes and all that kind of stuff. Like the beginning, almost like leaving your foot out, almost like for heat balance purposes, so it's not too hot, you just leave your foot out of the blanket, and that like it's a very classic, almost like a meme kind of thing that they did there, which was really, really cool. Let's take it back. Oh, there was almost like this one particular frame of all of the members as, yeah, that was cool. That 2 frames. That was dope. And it almost like creates an invert effect, which is like very, very cool. It almost like makes it feel animated, even though it's a still frame. And the inclusion of the violin here, it just feels ultra surreal. A violin solo. Let's go.
What the
Oh. Oh, I like the two-step. Damn. Okay, this is fucking dope. Ooh, what a nice touch. That was so freaking cool because it almost like seemed like the boogeyman was something negative, where in reality it's the thing that is almost like pulling you away from your boring life. So it feels like the fact that the members were controlled by like the red tape and all that kind of stuff, almost like a marionette. That's one thing. But then when they were at the dinner table, there was like this red rope, almost like a red string, which is a thread of faith, almost like I was destined to live this boring life, eating fucking broccoli and boiled carrots, almost like a diet of sorts. Burning the work shirt almost like feels like burning your daily routine where every day feels exactly the same. And it's almost like the thing that scared me the most, like the boogeyman is me and the reflection of me in the mirror, like the part of me that just wants to escape. Like the boogeyman is not going to harm me, it's just going to show me a life that is worth kind of like living, which is why once they accept it, it seems like they cut the thread, the rope, the red rope, that I'm no longer going to follow this faith of this boring life and eat this boring ass food. Burning the shirt, no longer living like this boring ass life of like 9 to 5. Very much like what was the music video with Lucy where the man was like an office worker, but he ended up in like the playground, and towards the end of the music video, it's like his mom was calling his name almost like to reminisce as you were a young child playing on the swings and whatnot. And suddenly your mom calls you for food. Very cool stuff. And it's almost like the boogeyman is something scary because it's scary to turn away from a boring life, but that boring life kind of like brings a certain level of stability, I guess, because it's familiar, and doing something different is scary. That's how I at least kind of see it. It feels like this is kind of like a more fun version of Fight Club. And they're succumbing to their own fucking Tyler Durden, but he's not necessarily going to make you kill anyone or punch yourself in the face and assault yourself in front of your boss and burn and blow up an entire city and whatnot. But there is a certain level of freedom with succumbing to like the boogeyman. That's how I at least will take it. Maybe there's like a completely different meaning that is much more on the nose, but like the constant like string, and like we see like the closet itself is bound by almost what looks like a string of faith, and like the violin as well, like the blind, the fabric which is white. It's almost like seeing nothing but purity and then cutting it off to see the real world and whatnot. It feels like a bit of a thing of like no longer being blinded by the world that I live in. Maybe again, I'm taking this a little bit too far, as I feel like I've been doing with Lucy's music videos, especially the last one where I took it on almost like a spiritual and religious way. And apparently, I think you guys said that they're not very religious. I think them being the ghosts in the closet, almost like a version of them that is having fun, and then the ghost outfits are being pulled up and it's actually the members themselves. That was a really cool touch. I don't know what else to say. This music video was really, really awesome. I loved the visuals, very, very creative. The animations were awesome, and just musically and lyrically, these guys, musically specifically, it was so different from anything that I would have expected. And the guys continue to make song after song that I've checked out from them sounds so different from the other. It's really, really beautiful. and they did a phenomenal job here. And I love the inclusion. Like the violin here just gives off a chilling sensation because it has like this dark vibe to it, and then the inclusion of the violin, not even talking about the violin solo, just throughout the entire instrumental, it was so freaking cool. And then the violin solo just takes it to another level. Anyway, this music video was fucking awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check out the rest of my Lucy reactions somewhere here in the playlist. It's not much, but I've been really enjoying these guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you so much for watching. Be well and safe wherever you are, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.